How's it going, people? TheCompleteRS here, and welcome to your quest guide for Eagle's Peak. Just what you need to know, no fast forwarding, job done. Here we go then. So no quest requirements for this. You do need 27 hunter though, and I do recommend 25 agility just to save yourself a bit of time. Item wise, you only require 1 yellow dye, a swamp tar, and 50 GP. That's pretty much it. A weapon and some food doesn't really hurt, so you can bring some along for you. You do need a few inventory spaces though, so make sure you got around 8 or so free. To start this quest, you need to come over to Ardone Zoo and speak to Charlie. You can find Charlie somewhere towards the southern side of the zoo itself, typically. He does wander around a bit, but that's normally where you find him. So once you're ready, come over here to Ardie Zoo and speak to Charlie to start this quest. So go ahead and talk to him, run through his chat for a little bit, choose option 1, you sound like someone who needs a quest. And then you'll get another option, choose option 1 again. Sure, any idea where I should start looking? So ideally you've already got the Eagle's Peak lodestone. If you do, just simply tally over there. If not, then you need to leave Ardie through the north side, run all the way to your west until you hit the mountain, and then run all the way north until you hit the lodestone. Once you're at the lodestone, I'll meet you there. So from the lodestone you want to keep heading to your north just a little bit, and essentially you want to follow this big old mountain on your left side right now. Follow this all the way around towards the west until eventually you can start going a little bit down towards your south, and you'll find a little campsite. That's where we need to go. So the campsite is literally just by here. Once you're here, go ahead and inspect the books just outside the tent itself, and upon doing so you'll receive a book. Like so. Go ahead and open up the book. Doing so will get you 1 feather, a metal feather. You don't actually need to read the books, you can go ahead and close that if you want. And right next to you now is an agility shortcut. Go ahead and use it if you have the agility level. If not, you're going to have to run all the way around to get to the top of the mountain. But once you're at the top, you need to use that metal feather on this little rocky outcrop. And once you do so, we can go ahead and enter. Go and do so. So now that you're inside the cave, make your way through. Just towards the entrance, you'll find this little journal right by here. Go ahead and pick that up and quickly run through it. Once you've done so, go ahead and close it and head down towards your south. So keep running towards the south in this little cavern area, and once you do so, you'll get a little cutscene with Nicholas. So run through Nicholas's chat, and when an option comes up, choose option 1. The Ardone Zookeeper sent me to find you. Then option 1, well, if you gave me a ferret I could take it back for you. And option 1 again, could I help at all? So once he's finished chatting, you'll find loads of feathers right on the ground next to you. Go ahead and pick up 10 of those. You need to make sure you pick up 10, as we need to go make a eagle costume now for us and Nicholas. So once you've got 10 of those feathers, go ahead and home teleport down to Varrock. So once you're in Varrock, we need to go to the costume maker, which is found in the southeast side of the gated off area in Varrock itself. So head in, run directly towards your east, and just to the east of Aubrey's room shop you'll see a little gated off area, a little fenced off area. Make your way inside there, and we're going to the fancy dress shop. So the fancy dress shop is the second one from the north. Go ahead and speak to this fella. Choose option 2. Well, specifically I'm after a couple of bird costumes. He'll chat some nonsense, tell you the items you need, which we already have conveniently. So once he's finished talking, go ahead and speak to him once again, and choose option 2. I've got the feathers and the materials you requested. Then option 1, okay, here are the materials. You'll now have 2 eagle suits. Good times. So with those in hand, we now need to go all the way back up to Eagle's Peak. So go ahead and home teleport back up there. So once again, you need to head back up to the cave, so follow the mountain towards the north, and then west. And if you've got the agility level, use the shortcut. If not, run all the way around back up to the top of the mountain, and head back into the cave. So once you're back inside, you can go ahead and equip your eagle outfit right now. And we need to speak to Nicholas once again. So head back into that central chamber and run to the south end as much as possible. Might have to turn your camera up, but go ahead and shout to Nicholas. Run through his chat. And it's time to do a few little very simple puzzles. So first things first, you want to go to the southwest corner and go through the tunnel. So in here, go ahead and try to take the feather from the pedestal. As soon as you do so, that'll happen. In the four corners of this room are a bunch of levers. Go ahead and pull every single one of them. So upon pulling all four of those levers, the pedestal will come back down and you can go ahead and take the feather. Go ahead and do so. So you should now have a bronze feather. Good times. So head back out, and this time you want to go up to the north. So you want to go through the northwestern one now, right by here. And this is where the puzzle starts to come into play. So right in front of you is this little brick. Go ahead and click on it. Follow the first tunnel to your east and click on the next rock right here. And then to your northeast, click on the next rock. Essentially we need to do some tracking. Very straightforward. Click on this little rock right here. And then try to go and check the hidey hole to the north. And a little cabbit will pop out. Go ahead and stab it in the face. Right click on that and go ahead and take the silver feather. For some reason the cabbit was carrying. Makes no sense to me, but whatever. Once you have it, head back out the way we came. So at this point you should now have the metal feather from the start, the bronze feather from the pedestal, and the silver feather from the cabbit. With those items in hand, head back into the main area and head to the northeast and go through this cave. So upon entering, right next to you you'll see a birdseed holder. Go ahead and take at least 6 from here, as this is a bit of a faff. I've got the answers on screen for you, so if you can't follow along, go ahead and use that. So first you want to head south to the first intersection and use one of the bird feed on this right here. So once you've done that, one of the statues will move out the way, which means you can now access that lever in that western corner. So go ahead and make your way over there and pull the lever. Once you've done so, you now want to head towards the north end of this little cave system. And if you can see on my mini-map, that's where you need to go. A little alcove just to the north. Make your way up there. And you'll find another lever right by here. Go ahead and pull this one. Once you've pulled that, you want to head down towards your southeast now. So towards the southeast corner, you want to head to the southwestern corner of the southeast. It's kind of complicated to explain, but you want to use your bird feed on this feeder right here. Upon doing so, that statue will move out of the way, then back up a bit and use it on this one to move the other statue out of the way. Now you can go to the far southeast corner and pull the next lever. Once you've pulled this one, you want to head back to the second lever we pulled up in the north and pull it once again. Once you've pulled this, you want to use the bird feed on the feeder right next to you, right by here. On doing so, this one will move out of the way for us. Then you want to run towards that western side to pull the lever we now have access to. Once you've done that, you want to head back towards the south end of this cavern. And you want to put feed in the feeder just to the south of the first lever we pulled, so the far southwestern one. This one right by here. You then want to put a feeder in the very first one we put it in originally. This one right here. And once you've done so, we've now cleared the way to the golden feather in the center chamber. So make your way over to the far west and pick up that gold feather. Hopefully that made sense, so you followed along with the video. If not, the instructions are on the screen right now. Either way, once you've got it, head back out the way we came. So go straight east and go through the tunnel. It takes us back to the main tunnel. Once here, you want to head down towards the southwestern corner now. If you haven't already, you need to make sure you put on your eagle outfit now, before we do this next section, so make sure you have that equipped. And you want to head south all the way until you come to this little gate right by here. Once you're here, go ahead and use the bronze feather on it. Then use the silver feather on it. And finally use the gold feather on it. And you now are in. So make sure you got that outfit on. With your outfit on, all you need to do now is simply head up a touch to your north and speak to Nicholas. So go ahead and squeeze past this big old eagle right by here. You'll have to click on the eagle itself to squeeze past. And talk to Nicholas. Run through Nick's chat. And eventually you'll take one of the eagle suits off you. Once he's done so, squeeze past the eagle once again. And you now want to head outside back to the camp where we found the original book. So go back through the gate, head all the way up to the north side, and then go through the western tunnel. The very, very far north, to exit back to the entrance. If you've got the agility, go back down the agility shortcut. If not, you're running all the way down the mountain. And once you're back down here, Nicholas will magically pop up here. Go ahead and speak to him. Just choose option 1 when I was originally sent to find you. And option 1 sounds good to me. You'll then have a little cutscene. And once cutscene's over, you now have a ferret. Good times. So all you need to do to finish this off is simply go back to Ardone Zoo and speak to Charlie. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. That is quite literally quest complete. So nice and easy, wasn't it? Didn't take very long. So what do you get for it? Well, you get 2 quest points, 2.5k hunting XP. You also gain the ability to catch ferrets from now on if you want. But you also gain access to the Eagle transport system, which is kind of handy if you can remember it exists, for the most part. Also, you can then catch rabbits and make a rabbit foot necklace, which is a little bit of like a ring of wealth, but around your neck, so it's entirely up to you. Either way, those are your bonuses for completing this quest. Nice and simple one, easy one to knock out, and it is required for a few others as well, so well worth doing. Either way, I hope you find this guide useful, and hopefully you completed it. With that said though, congrats, and until next time, have a good one. Catch you later.